Good evening, welcome to high school basketball here on the Toledo Sports Network, CW13. I'm Norm Waymer along with Mike Bauman. It's the showdown in the Northern Buckeye Conference. We thought going into the season there'd be two games that would decide the Northern Buckeye Conference, and this is one of them. It was going to be Rossford at Lake and Lake at Rossford. Tonight, it's Rossford at Lake.
Yeah, tonight's part one of what will probably be part two. Last year it came down to that, the final game, which was here last year, the final game between Lake and Rossford Norman. I think what's interesting, talking to both coaches before the game, Lake likes to play up tempo, but Rossford is going to try to match their speed tonight, throw a lot more bodies at him. It's going to be interesting to see who wins the rebounding battle tonight, because Rossford has the size advantage, but Lake, as we know, gets to the glass and gets out in transition.
Rossford is 6-2, Lake is 7-1, but more importantly, both teams 3-0 in the Northern Buckeye Conference, and somebody's O has got to go. It's Rossford at Lake. It's coming your way next on the Toledo Sports Network at CW13. Good evening, glad to have you with us here on the Toledo Sports Network, CW13, Norm Waymer, Mike Bauman. We're packed tonight at Lake High School. Lake Flyers, Rossford Bulldogs, both teams 3-0 in the conference. Getting ready to tip off. Ryan Nees, Hector Aguirre, Eric Davis, Marty Linthicum, and Nate Childress for Rossford. Jared Reddick, Todd Walters, Adam Duncan, Brandon Neal, Connor Bowen for the Lake Flyers. So Flyers with the basketball to start. Bowen back out to Reddick into the corner. Duncan for three off the mark. And the rebound will go to the Bulldogs and Linthicum.
As you mentioned, Norm, both teams undefeated in NBC play. Both of these were barn burners last year. It actually came down to that last game out here between Rossford and Lake for the NBC championship, and it could end up that way tonight.
Knees for three, no good. Long shot, long rebound. Davis lost the handle, got it back. Jumper, no good. Rossford, another offensive board.
And that's something to keep an eye on, are those second chance opportunities tonight with all the big guys inside for Rossford.
Foul that time. That'll be Lake basketball.
You know, it was interesting talking to both coaches before the game, Norm. Brian Vore said we got to get the loose balls, rebound, and handle Lake's pressure. He said we're actually going to try to speed the game up versus these guys tonight and wear them down, since they don't have too many in the rotation. And conversely, that's also what Coach Bowen talked about, with speeding it up.
Jumper no good. Aguirre got the rebound. Still scoreless.
Oh, nice.
Nice pass inside, up and in for Marty Linthicum. Bowen to Duncan to Reddick around the perimeter. Bowen into the paint, pull up, got it.
And this is where you have to be careful offensively if you're Rossford. You got to move the basketball across the timeline with all the defenders that Lake throws at you.
Baseline jumper, no, out of bounds. And they say it was off the Flyers. And that'll amount to Rossford's third offensive rebound in the first 2:06. Neese got it for three.
Very quick and crisp passing right now from the Bulldogs. Off to a very fast start, moving the ball well against this tough Lake defense.
5-2 Bulldogs with the lead. Neal for three. That's no good. Out of bounds to Rossford. Now Lake had a layoff due to the weather, and their 7-game win streak to start the season ended Saturday night in Swanton, 70-60. The Flyers went 9 of 36 from beyond the arc that night. Baseline jumper, in and out. Rebound Reddick. We'll see if that cold shooting from Saturday night carries over or not. Three-pointer, in and out. Rebound knees for Rossford.
Well, and on the season, the second effort to second chance points, Rossford is almost triple what their opponents are, 10.4 to 3.1, and right now they're taking away those second chance opportunities from the Flyers.
Nice ball movement, jumper from in the paint, no good. Rebound Walters. Dakota Sinclair on the miss. Bowen, spin move, dishes it back out. Reddick for three. Short. Out of bounds to Rossford.
Well, you mentioned the cold shooting. Right now they're not falling for Lake. The lone bucket, though, came when they got into paint on the dribble penetration from Connor Bowen. And I think against Rossford tonight, you have to be able to try to attack the paint, see if you can get some of those bigs into foul trouble and get to the free throw line if you're the Flyers, especially if that three-point shot isn't falling.
1 of 6 is Lake shooting so far. Reach in foul on the Flyers. Drayton Williams picks up the foul, number 15, 6'1" junior off the bench. Steal. Reddick to the hole and in.
Jared Reddick.
Five for Rossford. Almost broke the pressure, but a good defensive tip. And the Flyers get a steal. Bowen got it.
Connor Bowen.
And just like that, 4 points off of 2 turnovers to take the quick lead. Rossford had done a great job to this point of taking care of the basketball.
Rossford has got to use their size advantage tonight. Baseline, Jay, no. Rebound Bowen, and he's on the run, but a travel. First Lake turnover.
Well, it's funny, you know, both coaches talking about speeding up the tempo, trying to wear each other down. The one advantage Rossford has is a deeper bench. They'll bring guys that go 6'4" and above off the bench tonight, and that's definitely an advantage. But on the outside, they have to move the ball quickly. And they did a good job of that the first part of the quarter here, Norm, but slowed things down a little bit, relating into 2 turnovers, especially on the long passes. Those are hard to make against this Lake defense.
Rossford with the basketball, Lake with a 1-point lead. Neese could not penetrate, back on out to Sinclair. Shot no good. Another offensive rebound. Sinclair put it back up, and a whistle and a foul.
It was a nice spin move in the paint that time by Coda. Couldn't cash a shot, but I like the aggressiveness of getting to the hole.
Reddick will get the foul. And Rossford will get yet another second chance. 5 offensive boards for Rossford in the first 5 minutes of the game. And you know that doesn't make Coach Ryan Bowen happy.
Well, and especially against this team and the size that they have, you want to get off to a fast start.
The trap forces a steal. Reddick to the hole with the left hand, no. Walters tried to save it, couldn't do it. Double dribble and a turnover. .235 to go in the first. Williams along the baseline and back on out. And Neal with a travel.
Looks like Rossford, that set looked like a 1-3-1 by my eyes up here. And really trying to make it difficult for the Lake Flyers to get in the paint, also to get those three-point shots. They haven't been falling so far for the Flyers.
A combined 7 turnovers between the two teams and just 5 field goals and make it 8 turnovers. Bowen, jumper. No. Walters with the offensive rebound. The first offensive rebound, and it ends up with a turnover.
Well, right now, Rossford's tried a lot of cross-court long passes, and you just can't do that against this Flyers defense.
Whistle and a foul.
Fly foul number 23, Brandon Neal. 49, shooting 2 for the Bulldogs, number 4.
Brandon Neal, his first foul. Ryan Neese goes to the free throw line.
And if there's one guy you want at the free throw line, it's Ryan Neese, shooting 90.6% on the year from the charity stripe this year. Also averaging 11.1 per game. Definitely the leader of this Bulldogs team.
I don't care if that's layups, that's a pretty good percentage. Hits them both. Not a surprise, the Bulldogs take a 7-6 lead.
Well, and I think it's what's interesting. You look at their season, Norm. They're outscoring their opponents by roughly 14 a game, but the big thing is the points on the bench, 25.1 to 12.4, and as I mentioned earlier, the second chance opportunities.
Bowen to the hole. Connor Bowen with 6. The Flyers with an 8-7 lead.
And once again, I like the aggressiveness of just going into the teeth of the Rossford defense.
Boy, they got that across, but that was a dangerous pass. The pressure forces another turnover. Reddick to the basket and in.
Jared Redding with a steal and a score.
5 turnovers now, and really probably the last just 4.5 minutes, Norm.
Yeah, I got 6. Jumper in and out. Offensive board, back on up, no good. A rebound, Adam Duncan. Steal. 2-on-1. Take it to the basket. No, drew the foul. Matt First will go to the line.
Yeah, and I really like what Fierce did there. Came in from behind. Jared Reddick held on to it a little bit too long, really taking a page out of the Lake Flyers handbook as far as the defense goes and knocking the ball out from behind with the active hands. And he's one of the fastest kids in the NBC is Fierce.
All right, Fierce to the first of 2. Got it.
We did the Eastwood game earlier this year, real early in the season. I think it was actually the first NBC game for both teams, and he came in and gave them some excellent minutes off the bench and went coast to coast a lot. I really like this young fella's potential.
Just a sophomore. Second one good. 10-9 Flyers. Neal an open 3. In and out. Rebound Rossford and Eric Davis. Down to 12 seconds to go in the quarter. In traffic, in trouble, back on out. Into the corner, Fierce. No, rebound Neal, and won't be able to get it off. So at the end of 1, Lake 10, Rossford 9. Back for the second coming up on the Toledo Sports Network in CW 13.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon, is your full-service florist with over 30 years floral design experience. Whether you prefer time-honored and traditional or contemporary and modern, the Big Apple Blossom will custom design an arrangement for you. Stop by the Big Apple Blossom Florist for unique, one-of-a-kind gifts for all ages. The Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon.
The union plumbers, steam fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices. To do the job right, UA Local 50 plumbers, steam fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
CW13 and Toledo Sports Network is proud to bring you high school basketball each and every Saturday night starting at 8 p.m. The area's best games for you to watch every Saturday night starting at 8. Brought to you by ToledoSportsNetwork.com and CW13.
Back we are ready for quarter number 2. Toledo Sports Network, CW13. Lake with a 10-9 lead over Rossford. Rossford just 2 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Lake 5 of 13. But Rossford 4 of 4 from the line.
Well, see, there's another example. Rossford did a great job, Norm, in the first part of the first quarter of making crisp passes, moving the ball quickly, the big guys flashing in the paint towards the low block. Towards the middle of the first quarter, maybe you can attribute it to some of Lake's pressure, but they're trying these long cross-court passes right now, and Lake has active hands, and it resulted in turnovers.
I say you start feeding big number 44.
Yes. Nate Childress, UT commit, had some foot issues during the football season, but he's got great footwork for a big man, and he does the dirty work down low.
Jumper, got it.
That's a good on the 12, Sinclair.
Sinclair with the bucket. Neal to Bowen and back on out.
And it looks like Rossford is going to more.
Yeah, they went man this trip.
Going a little man trip, yep.
Although they will collapse on Bowen. That time they collapsed a little too hard, and Fierce picked up the foul. Into the corner to Reddick. Back on out, Duncan to Neal. To Bowen, spin move into the paint. Got stripped. Out of bounds. Going back the other way.
Want to give thanks to some of our great sponsors. IBEW Local 8, been with us pretty much since day one here at Toledo Sports Network. Also UA 50, the Pipefitters.
(11-10) Rossford in the lead. Pass, nobody there. It's going to go over to the Bulldogs. I got now 7 turnovers on each side.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And it's funny, you know, both teams playing up-tempo, but just not a lot of continuity when you go back and forth like that. in terms of setting your offense, and give credit to each defense. I think Rossford's doing a great job right now of frustrating Lake down low, as we thought they might do, and Lake, conversely, has got those active hands like we're used to seeing.
A long pass. Pierce got it.
And that time a cross-court pass, but Eric Davis opened in the corner, but the quick turnaround right to Fierce. I like it.
14-10 Rossford. Bowen. No. Rebound Childress. Davis got cut off. Back on out. Another open three. Fierce is hitting 2 in a row. Rossford takes a 7-point lead. We're going to get a timeout. 60-second timeout. We'll take it and be back. 17-10 Rossford on the Toledo Sports Network and CW 13.
Do your utility bills have you down? Get out from under those heavy bills with new windows from Dunright Building Services. New windows from Dunright can change the vision of your home both inside and out. And right now, for a limited time only, you can get any white double-hung standard window for only $179 each. Remember, for a job done right, you better call Dunright.
New home, same address. It starts with new windows. Call us at Dunright Building Services today.
Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992. Adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013, SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue. The Big Apple Deli has all the food for your next party or get-together. The best subs, salads, soups, pasta, party trays, and great lunch and dinner specials. The Big Apple Deli, 2118 Woodville Road, has got you ready for all your party needs, or just stop out for a great lunch.
Back we are. Toledo Sports Network, CW13, Norm Weimer, Mike Bauman. Matt Fierce, a couple of threes. All of a sudden, Rossford on an 8-0 run to take a 17-10 lead.
Well, I like the way they're moving the ball a lot better this quarter. And I tell you what, that kid, Fierce, you really need to keep an eye on him. I really like his confidence for being a young player. 2 wide open looks on the wing. He shoots it with confidence. He gets up and down the floor fast, handles the ball well. There's not a whole lot that I really don't like about his game. But Rossford's managing the tempo right now, and Lake's got to come up with an answer on offense.
Bowen a long three. Got it.
3-point basket good.
Not bad to go to Connor Bowen if you're looking for an answer on offense.
He's got 9 of the 13. First again. Got it. That's when you know maybe it's your night.
Young fella's feeling it, man.
He's got 10. Rossford lead is 6. 5:08 to go in the second. A bad pass, but Bowen stole it right back. Williams for 3, that's short. Look at that save by Neal. 3-pointer, Bowen, no. Reddick the rebound and a foul.
And that time Jared Reddick just flying in. Rossford not boxing out.
Fierce picked up his second. So Bowen to Neal, traveled. Many of the turnovers have been forced. That one was not one of those.
Well, one thing Rossford's trying to do, regardless of the defense they've been in tonight, is when Connor gets it at the top, that other guard is coming and they're trying to double team him and take away his looks in the paint. But as you see, he's got 9 points right now, and it's leaving some open things for the rest of the team.
Bad pass, ends up a Reddick steal. To the basket and in.
He's got 6 points. I think all 6 of them have come off of steals.
I believe you are correct.
And he's averaging about 5 to 6 per game.
Got it to Childress down low. We'll put it up and in. Feed the dog and guard the yard.
And he is the junkyard dog if there ever was one for the Bulldogs.
For the Bulldogs, 4:02 to go in the second. 21-14 or 21-15 Rossford. Almost a steal. Neal ran it down.
Hector Aguirre's got really good hands defensively.
Bowen fouled before any shot could be off. It's Nees with the foul.
They also want to give a shout out to SPL Outfitters in the Navarre Plaza next to BW3s. Especially in this cold weather, make sure you get suited and booted over there at our friends at SPL.
Absolutely. And tell them you saw it or heard about it right here. That's very important. Reddick for three. Rebound Ryan Nees. To the basket, Davis couldn't get it to go. Williams with the board and a whistle. Foul is going to be an Aguirre. His first, team fifth. 1-1 starts at team foul number 7.
In a game like this where things likely will tighten up barring a huge run by either team late in the game, you got to make those bunnies in transition, and I know Davis wish he'll have that one back.
Lake will keep it, last off of Aguirre.
But defensively right now, each team is playing about as good as you want them to play. I mean, really from the turnover battle, they pretty much both canceled each other out at this point.
Yeah, I got 9 apiece.
But I think for Rossford, the key offensively, Norm, is the continued activity.
Neal for three.
Away from the basketball.
Nope, went over the top of the glass. Rossford will get the basketball. Crossover, back out, needs an open three, got it.
2-point basket good by number 4, Ryan Nees.
8 for Ryan Nees, the Bulldog lead is 9. And a turnover as Bowen dribbled it off his own knee.
And this is what I like from Rossford, is the aggressiveness that you see from the Bulldogs. Eric Davis getting into the teeth of the Lake defense, getting nipped by that first initial trap and immediately kicking it out to the open guy in the wing.
In the corner for three, got it. Then Sauter. A 12-point Rossford lead.
It's raining threes here in the second quarter for the Bulldogs. And right now, if you're the Flyers, you have to close out.
Bowen forced one, didn't go. Rebound, Nees. All the way, coast to coast, fouled. We'll go to the line for a couple.
Number 10, Todd
I talked to Ryan Bowen, the coach of the Lake Flyers, before the game, and he told me they took, I think it was 36 threes against Swanton and got 8 free throws. And that tells you they're settling for jump shots, and that's what they're doing tonight. Nees with the free throw, he's got 9. The lead is 13.
Well, and if there is a weak link on this Lake Flyers team, minus the size which they make up for with their defensive activity most nights, is the free throws.
Yeah, but I think they only shot 8. Duncan with the rebound. Nees missed the second. You have to get to the line to make them. Here's Reddick to the basket.
Nice little show and go that time.
But the Flyers haven't been to the line yet. They're settling for jumpers in this game. 28-17 Rossford. Baseline pass, wanted to drive, kicked it back out. Another open three. Rattles in and out. Rebound Reddick. Minute and a half to go in the second. Rossford pushing that defense out a little farther. Bowen, spin move, jumper. Nope. Rebound Childress.
Well, you see it's a man, but it's kind of a pseudo zone because of Bowen.
Neal, look at that. Great hustle and ends up being a steal. Duncan cut off, back out to Bowen. Around to Neal for three. Nope, and rebound goes to Rossford. And Davis. Haven't got Brandon Neal going tonight. We were here a couple of weeks ago where he couldn't miss. Under a minute to go in the second. Foul on Walters. That's his second.
Also want to give a special thank to Eben, Summer, and Murphy. If you're in the Rossford area, make sure you check them out for any legal services that you may have. And First Federal Bank. All your banking and financial needs, check them out. And Pro Golf Fairways over on Monroe Street next to Nick and Jimmy's.
Got it into the big guy, Childress. Either got tipped or lost it on the way up. But there's one of those 50-50 balls that goes to Nice. Long jumper, got it. Another three. Sauter with a couple of triples off the bench. It's 31-17 Rossford.
He's kind of got that Mike Miller role right now. You kind of forget about him in the corner, but he's good for the
Neal to the hole and got it. And Neal's hurt. He went down hard. That floor is unforgiving.
Well, and I think if you're the Flyers, Norm, you have to continue to try to get in the paint. The three ball is not falling right now, as you mentioned, against Swanton. Took all those threes, only got to the free throw line a few times. You have to continue to be aggressive.
No question. And the best way to get your outside shot going is to take one to the basket. I don't know why, but it works. 4-3. Trying to get a final shot off. No good. And we're at halftime. A spectacular second quarter for the Rossford Bulldogs. 22-9, they outscore the Flyers to take a 31-19 lead into the half. Keep it right here. Third quarter coming up on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
Mike Jamieson and Jamieson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jamieson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jamieson and Jamieson's Mobile Music and creative video imagery.
Remember this? How could you forget? Bet you wish you had one of these last winter. Tass Electronics has remote car starters from $129 installed, plus heated seats starting at just $149. No one can stop the winter, but with Tass, you can have a nice, warm vehicle waiting for you. Get over to Tass today.
Tass Electronics. Feel the power. Tass Electronics. It's hot.
Pro Golf Academies and Technologies and Pro Golf Fairways, Toledo's #1 stop for all your golf equipment needs. Instruction with licensed PGA and LPGA Tour instructor Jeff Menor, and the best golf simulators in the area. Located right next to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street, custom club fitting with name brand clubs and professional loft and lie capability. Now, you can play in 18 holes on our Pro Golf Fairways with over 80 courses throughout the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulator systems. Call us at 419-205-6644.
Welcome back. Getting ready for the third quarter at Toledo Sports Network, CW13. Norm Raymer, Mike Bauman. Halftime, Rossford 31 and Lake 19. A 22-9 quarter for the Rossford Bulldogs. Some quick numbers. Rossford 10 of 27 from the field, 37%. Lake 9 of 24 for 38%. Rossford 5 of 6 from the line. Lake did not get there. 7 offensive boards for Rossford, 3 for the Lake Flyers. But how about this? From 3-point range, Rossford 6 of 11, Lake 1 of 13. That is your game right there.
Yep, couple of big ones from Fierce, couple of big ones from Mr. Sauter. Nice getting involved is coming from multiple guys right now from the Bulldogs too.
Flyers with a basketball to start the third quarter. Rossford playing terrific defense tonight. Bowen from the free throw line, in and out. Rebound Knees. On the run, got stripped by Connor Bowen. Bowen ran right into Childress, and I think they're going to give the big guy the foul.
I always love when the big fella stands there with his hands up like, I didn't do anything, and actually they did give it to Davis.
No, they did give it to Eric Davis, yep. Because I was going to say, I was watching Childress, and he didn't move much.
Yeah.
So the first free throws tonight for the Lake Flyers. And the first one's good. I don't know for sure, but I would be willing to wager that might have been discussed at halftime.
Getting to the free throw line.
Bowen made them both. 31-21.
And that's just a pass Rossford needs to stop making tonight. The long passes are killing them.
Bowen for 3, no. Rebound Eric Davis. Make that 1 of 14 from 3-point range now for Lake. Good ball movement, open 3. No good, but another 50-50 ball goes to Rossford.
And Coach Vorst talked to me about that before the game, was tracking down those loose balls.
Nice, no. Foul, Childress. You know, that's one of them situations where both guys are battling for position. Childress is 6'4" and about 275. Neal is 6 foot, maybe 160. And because the big guy's stronger, he's going to get called for the foul.
Exactly. Both of them get their arms tangled up.
Neal, that's should be offense, but they call a block.
Well, Lake's got the right idea in the second half here, Norm. As you mentioned, I'm sure that was something Coach Bowen mentioned at half, was about getting to the free throw line.
What'd you think, block or charge?
I thought Hector Aguirre had good position there, but in high school, that seems to go 50-50. It could go either way.
Neal goes to the line and makes the first.
Special thanks once again going out to IBEW Local 8, as well as UA50, local pipe fitters and plumbers. Been with us a very, very long time, and we appreciate their appreciation for us.
Mike Jamieson's charge. Rebound Knees. Hey, I'm not the color guy, I'm just the play-by-play. Childress tried to bat it forward. Total helter-skelter here, and Rossford ends up with the basketball.
Well, it was interesting. Both teams kind of canceled out double-digit turnovers that each had in the first half. Well, right now, just the confusion and the long passes, and Brian Vorst not happy right now.
Oh, and he shouldn't be. I mean, Rossford has not come out sharp at all here in the third quarter.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heben, Summer, and Murphy is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs.
Pub 51 is just a great neighborhood bar and grill. They're about as close to being all things to all people as I've seen. They have a miniature bowling league, and they take that pretty darn seriously. Oh, and a dartball league, and a cornhole league, and a pool league. They have a lot of leagues. Pub 51 has a big outdoor patio, too. Well, their pizza and food are reasonably priced, too. Give Pub 51 a try. They're on Woodville Road, just a half-mile east of the Woodville Mall.
Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide Lime and Hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com. Hope you're enjoying the game today. Hi, I'm Mike Jamison, president of ToledoSportsNetwork.com. Now, Channel 13 and the wonderful people here are bringing some great games to you each and every week. And we'd love to make your company part of what we're putting together here. We've got the reach and we've got the ability to get you out at a reasonable cost so that all of these wonderful people can talk about your business, whether it's on the internet, on live television, or live internet. You can give us a call at 419-514-1302. Let us spotlight what you have here with all of our unbelievable packages that we have. And we make it very cost effective for even the smallest business. Creative Video Imagery and the Toledo Sports Network is proud to bring you this game right here on 13.2, the Live Well Network.
When I was living in Lake Township and the National Guard had to come dig us out.
Was last year worse, do you think?
Just different. I mean, the blizzard of 78, they're going to have a hard time topping that. Inside, Reddick, double clutch, got it to go. And the Flyers, 5-0 to start the third quarter. Cut it to 7.
Paint, paint, paint. All coming in the paint. The free throws and the aggressiveness, all in the paint.
And there's a certain mindset about that, too, being aggressive. And a steal. Long pass to Reddick, who beat the defense down and lay it in. Reddick's got 12, and 10 of them have to be layups.
Yeah.
Off a transition. It's now a 5-point game. Inside, missed the shot, saw the rebound, goes to Walters.
Great hesitation, gotta cash that one, but I like the move by Sauter.
Duncan could have been called for a forearm. Rossford didn't get the call. Neal for 3, got it. He never got square. And still hit the shot. It's a 10-0 run for the Flyers. 2-point game.
And it always seems to work that way when you don't get the call that the guy makes a shot.
Look at that move.
Look at Aguirre. I love it, young fella.
First field goal of the night, and he earned it.
Little reverse layup action.
Bowen. No, rebound, Bulldogs.
Great defense by Davis there. Stayed in front of him, tapped the ball, made him miss the shot, and then got the rebound.
Davis, Denise, down to Childress. Got doubled, put it on the floor, and drew the foul. Don't put it on the floor, big guy. Got away with it that time.
You know, in that situation, Childress does have good footwork for a big man, Norm, but I'd like to see him drop step, closer to the basket. You're always going to be in a better situation, especially out of a double team, if you take that drop step and you go into the basket instead of into the paint where there's defensive help.
But what else happens when you're doubled?
Somebody's open.
Somebody's open. That was very good. Answer right there.
I did okay in school.
That's why you make the big bucks here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bulldogs a 4-point lead in the basketball, 3:35 to go in the third. Try to get it inside. Look at that defensive play by Bowen. Bowen, that's a hard shot. He got it to go. It's a 2-point game.
With the steal and the score.
Between he and Jared Reddick, their body control when they get into the paint, I talk about it all the time, but the ability for them to finish like that is pretty incredible at the high school level especially.
And the Flyers have gotten back into this game off their defense.
Yep. and getting into the paint and going right into the Rossford Bulldogs deep in offensive territory. They have not settled for threes this quarter, and it's paid off.
I think Bowen picked up the foul. Because most people think that in order to get back in a game, you get back into it on the offensive end. It's not true. Most of the time, if you get back in, you're getting back in because of what you do on the defensive end.
Exactly, and Lake's the example of that in terms of defense leading to offense. As we just mentioned with Jared Reddick, 10 of his 12 have probably been layups tonight.
Open three, Neese got it. Well, that's a way to stop a run. Third triple for Neese tonight. He's got 12. Neal, no. Long rebound, comes out to the Bulldogs. Down the floor to the basket, no. Rebound Bowen. To the hole, Reddick missed it, got it back, put it in, and gets the and one.
Jared Redding, basket good.
You know what's funny is we've seen up-tempo play here tonight, but now it's kind of almost turned into more of a football-type atmosphere this third quarter in terms of the aggressiveness and the physicality picking up between both these guys getting in the paint.
Reddick got the free throw. He's now the leading scorer tonight with 15. We're back to a two-point game. In traffic, got it to go, and an and one. Ben Sauter with 8 off the bench. And the Bulldogs answer right back.
Sauter's been a bit of an X factor here tonight with the corner three, sneaking behind the defense with the attention that gets paid to Neese out top. And the big fella's down low, and he's got his shots in good places for this Rossford team.
6'3" junior hits the free throw. He's got 9. He'll take a rest. 39-35 Rossford, 2:15 to go in the third. This is the game we thought we were going to see.
Exactly.
Two heavyweights battling out. Bowen doubled to Neal. Into the corner, Duncan couldn't get the three away. Good hustle, but now he gets it away. Doesn't want to fall. 50-50 ball, again goes to Rossford and Stowers. To the basket. Look at the play by Ryan Neese. The senior's got 14, the lead back to 7 and a steal. Too hard, rebound Bowen, and he's undercut.
I tell you what, though, man, Neese has got one really fun handle to watch. The kid handles the rock about as good as anybody you're going to see it, and I like the efficiency from the young fellow this year. Almost 91% from free throws, almost 43% from three, and almost 43% field goals. That senior is doing work for the Bulldogs this year.
Neal, and a foul. I think that's on Fierce, but it is. It's third.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they had to take him out in the second quarter because of the quick fouls. The young fella had a couple of big threes, 10 early points, and he's going to have to go right back to the bench because they will need him down the stretch here. But he came in early and gave him some really good minutes.
Reddick throws it into Drayton Williams up top. Hands it off to Bowen. Got stripped. This time Williams came away with it in a quick timeout. 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
Want to say thanks again to First Federal Bank, taking care of all your financial needs. Also, Heben, Summer, and Murphy out there in Rossford for all your legal needs, as well as our friends at Fraser, Clemens, Martin, and Miller.
Everyone knows Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Or did he? Turns out a man named Antonio Mucci actually made the first telephone. Mucci never paid the $10 fee to claim his patent on the phone. And 11 years later, Alexander Graham Bell filed his patent for the phone. Mucci died penniless and forgotten. Do you have a great idea? Call Fraser, Clemens, Martin, and Miller to protect your idea with a trademark, patent, or copyright. Don't let someone else benefit from your idea. Protect it today.
Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. you know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
Bowen one bound to Reddick. Rossford a 7-point lead, 1:09 to go in the third. Bowen to Reddick for three. No. Look at that. Neal. Got it.
Brandon Neal with the putback.
Speaking of X Factors, Brandon Neal's got a quick 8. Slow starting for him offensively, but picking it up.
Yeah, all 8 in this quarter. Davis. I thought Davis was a little out of control. The foul is on Walters.
Flag foul, number 10, Tom Walters.
Well, and I like that right there because as you see, Eric Davis gets around the first defender. Todd Walters tries to pick him up, but kind of doesn't let him set his feet.
Fourth foul on Walters. Knees for three. No. Boy, he got hit too. No call. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Flyers. They're, I would say it's official now. They're letting them play.
Yeah. Well, and there was a definite push-off earlier.
Well, because Knees probably should have went the line for three. Flyers got a break. Neal. To Reddick.
If you're Rossford here, you have to watch out away from the basketball here, especially the spot-up shooters that Lake has.
Neal for three. No good. Williams, offensive board, got it blocked out of bounds.
And who else but Hector Aguirre? All 6 feet of him.
3.7 to go in the quarter. Lake will have to make something fast. Three-pointer, Bowen. Nope. Out of bounds off of Williams. Just 0.5 of a second to go. It'll count. No!
Oh.
Would have counted. We're at the end of 3. Rossford 41, Lake 36. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter coming up on the Toledo Sports Network and CW 13.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
The Union Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices. To do the job right, UA Local 50 Plumbers, Steam Fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992. Adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013, SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection. with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue. You've planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. You don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery, making moments into lifetime memories.
Seventeen to 10 quarter for Lake to cut it to 5. 41-36. Fourth quarter about ready to go. Mentioned that Rossford was 6 of 11 beyond the arc at halftime. They were just 1 of 6 in the third quarter. Lake was also 1 of 6 from the third quarter beyond the arc. They were 6 of 16 from the field, so 5 of 10 inside the arc. Rossford 4 of 12 on the quarter.
Big shout out to Ken. Always doing a good job when we cover these games to help us out with our numbers. We crunch them, but he crunches them as well. And love that guy.
Davis got it. Big shot by Eric Davis, his first field goal of the night. That's an 8-point Rossford lead.
Kid's a great athlete, had a great year in football. Really good defensive ball player, but he can knock those down if you leave them open, as you just saw right there.
In a corner. Permar got it. Wow. 6'3" junior off the bench, Nathan Permar.
How's that for confidence? He come in and drain a 3 from the corner. I love it, young fella. Oh. And Brian Vorst looks like he's ready to just chuck that.
He was about ready to throw it back.
That has killed them tonight. The long passes have killed the Bulldogs tonight. They've done exceptionally well when they dribble it, move it quick, have movement away from the basketball. But the long throws have killed them tonight.
Bowen. Oh, to Permar on the baseline. Couldn't get it away. Nice rotation. Reddick. Got it. First triple for Reddick, 18 on the night. And the Rossford lead is back to 2.
Averaging about 17-7 rebounds and 5 to 6 steals. Offensively, he's been a juggernaut tonight.
Jumper. No. Rebound Reddick. Long pass too far, Flyer turnover.
Well, and you look at Bowen, they've neutralized him, done a pretty good job with that tonight, but Reddick has really picked it up. I want to say thanks again to IBEW Local 8, UA Local 50, the Pipefitters and Plumbers. And remember, lots of great football coming up this Sunday. Who you got? You got Green Bay, you got Seattle, you got Indy, you got Tom Brady and company. Check it out at Pub 51. They got great food, great times. And also Big Apple Deli, one of the best kept secrets in Toledo as far as their sandwiches out there on Woodville Road. Make sure you go there, get a Broadway. And if you know, Mike Jameson loves the Broadway. What's on that, Mikey? What's on the Broadway? Everything's on the Broadway.
Homemade bread.
Although Mikey might not be able to eat those soon because he's going to get his butt kicked this week.
Don't know what that means. Long pass down to Davis. I got it in. The Childress up and in.
Nate Childress.
4-point Rossford lead. 6 minutes to go. Bowen tried to dish it off. Well, Neal came up with the basketball. Bowen didn't get a good look at it. Rebound knees. His 9th.
Ooh, a little double crossover by Aguirre. Needs some help, though.
Trying to get it away. Neal comes up with the steal. 2-on-1. Reddick to the hole. He got it.
Another layup for Jared.
Back to a 2-point game. Sinclair got fouled.
Fly foul number 42, Nathan Permar.
Foul going to go on Permar.
For the Bulldogs, number 12, Coda Sinclair.
Sinclair misses the first.
Taking to the Flyers, number 10, Todd Walters.
6 for 7 heading into this quarter.
Walters comes back in with 4 fouls. Williams will come out for Lake. Sinclair got the second. So it's a 3-point Rossford lead. 5:11 to go. Rag to Neal. Owen, Neal, open 3. Got it, we're tied.
Got to get a hand in the young fella's face. Closing out is huge with two teams who shoot the ball at a high clip like these guys do in terms of volume.
Dangerous pass, almost stolen. And the Bulldogs get it across. They just need to steady the ship right here. Timeout. Brian Vorst is not happy.
Bulldogs, full timeout.
And I think he's more unhappy with the guys with the striped shirts. We'll take this timeout and come back. We're tied at 47 on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
Pro Golf Academies and Technologies and Pro Golf Fairways. Toledo's #1 stop for all your golf equipment needs. Instruction with licensed PGA and LPGA Tour instructor Jeff Menor. And the best golf simulators in the area. Located right next to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street. Custom club fitting with name brand clubs and professional loft and lie capability. Now you can play in 18 holes on our Pro Golf Fairways with over 80 courses throughout the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulator systems. Call us at 419-205-6644. Mike Jamieson and Jamieson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jamieson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jamieson and Jamieson's Mobile Music and Creative Video Imagery. Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heben, Summer, and Murphy is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs.
Tied at 47. And it's been an 11-6 fourth quarter for Lake. 28-16 edge for Lake in the second half.
Well, and a lot of that is just the aggressiveness, Norm, of getting into the paint, getting a rebound, getting out in transition, the continued activity of forcing turnovers defensively. I got Rossford closing in on 20 turnovers for the night. Rossford controlled the tempo there for a little bit in the second quarter, but these long passes are continuing to kill them. They got to make a concerted effort to continue to get in the paint and make quick passes against this defense.
Rebound. Davis off the window, no good. Rebound Walters. Lake with a chance to take the lead. Neal for 3. No. Hit Walters in the chest and goes out of bounds.
And it goes without saying, when you're in a tied-up ball game like this, every single possession you have to value. And that's why Brian Borst called that timeout a little bit ago for his kids to try to settle them down with the passes. But give credit to Lake. Their defense is swarming as they always do. And the shots weren't falling in the first half. They've come out here in the second half and done a good job of being more aggressive and getting into the basket and getting to the free throw line.
4:07 to go. Long pass down. Couldn't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. 50-50 ball. Goes to Walters, who dove on it. Now they say a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Lake.
And that's about the third or fourth bunny here in the second half alone that Rossford, Norm, has had a chance to make and missed a close-in shot.
Sinclair left himself a pretty tough angle. At the same time, when you're down that low, you got to finish. Reddick. Permar. To Walters. That's not his shot. Bowen. That's his shot. No good. Walters held on the rebound. And that's a seventh team foul on the Rossford Bulldogs.
Line shooting 1-and-1. Number 10.
So Todd Walters will go to the line for the 1-and-1. You make it, you get another.
We'll say thanks again to First Federal Bank. Also, Eben, Summer, and Murphy out there in Rossford coming on board with Toledo Sports Network.
Free throw, dances on the rim, doesn't want to fall, out of bounds, goes back to the Flyers.
Almost looked like it went to the top of the backboard, which is what Brian Borst is talking about right now, it looks like, but
as long as it doesn't go over.
That's the key.
If it goes off the front corner, it's still a live ball. Inside Walters, that's his first points of the night that gives the Flyers a lead. And he's playing with 4 fouls. You know, this is right about where we thought we were going to be with 3:18 left. We would expect nothing less in this game. Open 3. No good. Rebound Reddick. Bowen bumped, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that's 4 on Fierce.
Bulldog foul number 15, Matt Fierce.
Well, you hate to see them fouls 40, 45 feet from the basket.
Well, in that time, Fierce trying to fight through the screen, which as a coach you appreciate the effort, but at the same time, in that situation, you don't want to leave Connor too much room, but at half court, you want to try to drop below that screen. The young fella trying to make a play and just picks up the foul.
Bowen's 2 of 2 from the line. Make it 3 for 3.
Was 31-19 at half.
Second one, front of the rim, short-armed it. Rebound to Sauter. Sinclair to Nice. That's kicked by Bowen. Rossford will keep it. And we're going to get a full timeout, so we'll take this one with 2:44 to go. Lake 50, Rossford 47 on the Toledo Sports Network and CW 13.
Do your utility bills have you down? Get out from under those heavy bills with new windows from Dunright Building Services. New windows from Dunright can change the vision of your home both inside and out. And right now, for a limited time only, you can get any white double-hung standard window for only $179 each. Remember, for a job done right, you better call Dunright.
New home, same address. It starts with new windows. Call us at Dunright Building Services today.
Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon, is your full-service florist with over 30 years floral design experience. Whether you prefer time-honored and traditional or contemporary and modern, the Big Apple Blossom will custom design an arrangement for you. Stop by the Big Apple Blossom Florist for unique, one-of-a-kind gifts for all ages. The Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon.
It's been a tale of two halves. 31-19, Rossford held the halftime lead. And it's been 31-16 Lake since halftime.
Well, and really just if you look at the tail of the tape too, the Flyers' offensive philosophy has been so much different here in the second half, Norm. It's go, 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 which is part of what they normally do, but it's been paint, paint, paint here in the second half, and it was all threes in the first half. They were settling for jumpers, and they weren't knocking them down.
1-3-1 defense by the Flyers, it looks like to me. Interesting, out of the timeout. 2:19 to go.
Well, and it's a three-point game. You don't need to force one up quick. Vorst just wanting his guys to get the best shot.
Neese tried to dribble it in, dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds.
And that's the guy you want trying to make a play, but that time, once again, tough angle forced by the Lake defense, rather. Didn't have a lot of room to work with.
And it seems a little bit like Rossford has lost their aggressiveness, and they said Bowen dragged his pivot foot. That's just the third Lake turnover in the second half.
Well, one thing Coach Bowen talked about for his guys to be successful tonight was getting off to a fast start. They didn't. Rossford moved the ball really well to start this game, and there was a lot of activity away from the basketball, especially in the post. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on Davis, Norm.
No, they didn't post anything.
No foul? Interesting. Oh, he just came out.
It wouldn't be on Davis anyway. Oh. Rossford's got the ball. Pierce doubled, got it into the big guy Childress, up and in.
That's a good number 44, 8 Childress.
50-49 Lake. Minute 35 to go. Neal. Bowen lost the handle, had to throw it back in, got stolen by Neese. Neese, he palmed it, double dribble. He tried to take a peek at Brandon Neal and tried to take a peek at the basket and lost his dribble. Wow.
And that was an opportunity they could not squander that time. Young fella trying to make a play. Maybe the previous turnover, he's thinking about trying not to turn it over again and just overthought it a little bit too much that time.
Reddick. Boy, Sinclair tried to pick his pocket and he almost did. A minute to go in a one-point game. Inside Walters, shot fake, got it blocked by Childress. And the ref said Childress got his arm. Walters will go to the line.
And then a little bump after the play. From Walters going into Childress. You know, for some of the no calls tonight, that one kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit. But if he got a piece of the hand.
Walters' free throw is good. It's a 2-point Lake lead. It's really too far for us to tell whether he got a ball or not. Walters missed the second, rebound Sinclair. So it's still a one-possession game. And Rossford got a timeout.
Timeout, Bulldogs. 30 seconds.
We'll keep it right here with a 30-second timeout.
Well, give credit to the Flyers, Norm. I really think they've done a good job of taking control of the momentum of this game, forcing the pace for Rossford. And the shots have not come in terms of one falling and two coming easy for the Bulldogs. A couple of turnovers, couple of missed bunnies inside, but very much still in this game. I think the key right now if you're the Bulldogs, is you just want to try to get the absolute best shot that you can. You've got time to work with here, 51.7. There's no need to rush it.
Get to the basket. Get to the basket. Good things happen when you get to the basket. 50 seconds to go. Lake by 2. Rossford with the ball. Flyers are back in that 1-3-1. Childress back on out to Fierce. Got it down low. Nice feed and a foul. And that might be the 5th on Walters.
And you know what? 2 of the guys who were glue guys in this game doing the dirty work, and Sauter and Coda Sinclair coming up big time here for the Bulldogs.
You know, it's still, even though that fouls out Todd Walters, it's still a good foul because that would have been a tie game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Sinclair will go to the line. Walters fouls out with 3 points and 8 rebounds. And did a lot of banging in there with the big guy, Childress. First free throw is good. It's a 1-point game. 35.8 to go. Sinclair for the top. And it's tough. Oh, this is what you wanted, right? Tie game, 30 seconds to go. Best thing about this, we get another one at Rossford later in the season. Bowen working knees. To Reddick. Runner. No. No foul called. Williams with the rebound got stuffed and they call a foul. A lot of contact, they let go. I thought maybe Permar went over the back on the rebound, not called. That one is.
Bulldog foul number 32, Ben Sauter.
Well, like you said, we're up here. We're not down there on the floor. So we don't know how much body's in there, but you think it might have been before the shot.
2 shots for Williams as they're now in the double bonus. First one, good. The first point of the night for Drayton Williams. How many times you done this in the backyard? 13 seconds left, tie game, I'm gonna take 2 free throws. We've all done it.
Except Drayton's doing it with a lot on the line right now, and he just knocked down a huge first free throw.
Well, he got the hard one. Second one, got it. Rossford's got a timeout. We'll see if they use it. Knees got it down. Sinclair across to Davis into the corner. Sauter got it!
Wow! Wow!
Timeout Flyers with 1.9, but Ben Sauter maybe hit the biggest shot of his Rossford Bulldog career.
Ben Sauter all night long has hit that corner 3. He's been the one guy that's been able to get open, and boy, did he just knock down a big one there. Wow.
Everyone knows Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Or did he? Turns out a man named Antonio Mucci actually made the first telephone. Mucci never paid the $10 fee to claim his patent on the phone. And 11 years later, Alexander Graham Bell filed his patent for the phone. Mucci died penniless and forgotten. Do you have a great idea? Call Fraser, Clemens, Martin, and Miller to protect your idea with a trademark, patent, or copyright. Don't let someone else benefit from your idea. Protect it today.
see how much time they put on the clock, Norm, but that young fella's had quite the game.
It's going to be more than 1.9. That's what they stopped the clock at. Ryan Bowen had called time. But for Ben Sauter, his third triple of the night.
"12 points for the young fella. Or excuse me, I think it might be actually 14 now, but.
Well, I like the fact that Brian Borst did not call time, because a lot of times when you do, you only give the defense a chance to set up.
Well, and I thought if anybody, it might be Nice, but I thought they did a good job. Eric Davis gets it back to Nice. They go back and forth, and then they get it down the floor to Sauter in the corner.
They're leaving 1.9 on the clock.
This is where you got to watch out for the deep pass. If you're the Rossford Bulldogs, you cannot let anybody get behind you here if you're Brian Borst and company.
Brandon Neal will inbound.
It's the second pass you have to worry about.
Well, they put 3 seconds on the clock. Well, that changes a lot.
It does.
Because you can get, if you can get the ball to half court with somebody coming off a screen on the run, 3 seconds can get you to near that three-point line.
You've got time for a couple of dribbles to get a decent shot and get to the three-point line. Absolutely right. And it's, once again, it's not the first pass, it's the second pass that you have to worry about if you're the Bulldogs, especially right near that timeline. Thank you again to IBEW Local 8, UA 50, Pub 51, Big Apple Deli, SPL Outfitters, First Federal Bank, Heben Summer and Murphy, Fraser Clemens, Martin Miller. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about right here, and we're about to see what Coach Bowen and company draw up. Because you've got multiple shooters you got to worry about if you're Rossford.
Nobody does this play better than Todd Kowalczyk for the UT Rockets. Now, ironically, the quarterback of the football team, Jared Reddick, is the one that's going to throw it in. Does he have one more touchdown left in his arsenal? Reddick throws it down, looking for Bowen, chipped away. The Rossford Bulldogs get a win on the road and a big one.
Any final score, Lake Flyers getting the Rossford Bulldogs 34.
Ben Sauter with the shot of his Rossford career up to this point, a three-pointer from the corner, and Rossford wins this game.
And Coda Sinclair, Ben Sauter off the bench, Matt Fierst early with a couple of big threes before the foul trouble. They had a lot of bench production tonight. They weathered the storm down the stretch. Give credit to Lake. They were more aggressive in the second half in the paint. But the Bulldogs making the big shots when they counted. Wow.
So Rossford will take the lead in the Northern Buckeye Conference. They'll go to 4-0. Lake will drop to 3-1. But we'll get a rematch later in the season. And as a matter of fact, circle the date on the calendar. It's Friday, February the 13th. We'll take time out, come back and wrap this one up. Rossford, your winner on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heben, Summer, and Murphy is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs!
Back we are to wrap this one up on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13. Norm Weber along with Mike Bauman. It ended up, didn't look like it at halftime. It was a 12-point Rossford lead. but walking in tonight, knowing Lake, Rossford, Rossford, Lake, who's 1, who's 2, you're going to have 2 of these at least, and it's we ended up really with what we thought was going to happen. We thought it was going to be a game that would go down to the wire, and quite frankly, Rossford made one more play.
They absolutely did, and I think what's really interesting and what you can tell by a team that's well coached and a team that's been in these situations. Rossford's been here last year against Lake, and they didn't come out on top. They weathered the storm late here, as you mentioned, made one more play. And really, I think when you look at this Bulldogs team, Norm, they are deep. They got the bench production tonight. Sauter had a great game. Fierce had a great first half before he started getting foul trouble. And then you got Sinclair, Aguirre doing the dirty work. They have the bodies to throw at you off the bench and go 10, sometimes 11 deep. And that eventually wore down on Lake a little bit, despite Lake playing a great second half and getting into the paint. And as you mentioned, they made one more play. Well,
and Lake showed, I think, a lot of character.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back from being down double digits, changed what they did, got aggressive, took the ball to the basket. And when you're in a situation like this, often you got to weather the storm, and it's both teams.
Yeah.
Lake had to weather the storm in the first half. Rossford had to weather the storm in the fourth quarter. And out of all the players, I don't think we would have picked Ben Sauter before the game.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you the depth that this Rossford team has. And give credit to Lake. Their defense was on point tonight. They forced a lot of turnovers, but I really think when you look what it came down to, Rossford had the bodies inside. They get the rebound there. They're able to get the extra shot. And it's going to be interesting when these two teams play again, because I think we're going to see a similar situation.
February 13th at Rossford. They'll do it one more time. But Rossford, get a three-pointer from Ben Sauter with just 3 seconds left in the game to go to 4-0 in the Northern Buckeye Conference, and Lake drops to 3-1. But we get to see it again in just a few weeks. So that'll wrap things up here on the Toledo Sports Network, CW13. For Mike Bauman, I'm Norm Waymer. Your final score, Rossford 54, Lake 53. We'll see you next time on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13.